Hello everybody, my name is Erene and I'm working here with Sheppy Record and we're here to interview Cuz with us.
Perfect. Thank you for having me, Erene.
Okay, so first question, what kind of music you play?
I play a lot of different kinds of music. When I was a teenager, I started to learn guitar, and the first songs that I learned were by a band called Bright Eyes. They were my favorite. But what I used to play was, funnily enough, I used to play in like a screamo band. So kind of like a punk screamo band was my first band, but now I kind of play indie folk music on both electric and acoustic guitar.
What music you're interested to?
A lot of different music actually. Lately I've actually been listening to a lot of North African blues music, but I would say generally speaking I listen to a lot of folk music, a lot of blues, a lot of rock and roll. Yeah, also some electronic dance music sometimes, but yeah, mostly singer-songwriter folk music is probably my favorite
How
type.
and where did you first learn your music lesson?
Well, funnily enough, I'm actually quite self-taught. You know, in my later life, I haven't had a music teacher, so I learned to play guitar when I was in high school. I've joined a band, as I said before. We were called Random Theory. We were together for a few years. I was a singer in the band, but I also started playing guitar then, and I kind of just were watching other musicians in the band and other musicians at school and started to play and learn guitar that way.
Alright. What do you love about music and why?
Oh, that's a great question. I guess for me, music is kind of like, it's a feeling, you know, it brings people together. When you're playing music and playing for people, it's really hard to replicate that feeling doing anything else. You're just so in the moment. And sometimes, you know, it's also very therapeutic. Often when I'm in a bad mood, I'll listen to some bands that I love and I'll instantly shift my mood. Yeah, so I guess I listen to music for a lot of different reasons, but I love the feeling that it gives me when I listen to it.
Next question is, how are you the best music teacher in school?
How?
Yeah.
Wow, how am I the best music teacher?
Yeah. Who taught you?
Who taught me
Yeah.
to teach music?
Yeah.
Well, as I said before, unfortunately I'm not professionally trained as a music teacher, but I have surrounded myself in my life with musicians. So I've always had lots of musician friends. I started teaching music 2 years ago at Numbawa, and yeah, 2 years ago in 2021. And that was my first job as a music teacher, and I was very grateful for that opportunity, actually. And then this opportunity came up here at Sheppy College, and I couldn't say no, really.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Central Coast, so between Sydney and Newcastle, on the east coast of New South Wales.
Alright. What's your background and nationality?
Yeah, what's my background? Well, my father is Australian. He has Italian heritage, but my mother is actually from New Zealand. So I'm half Kiwi, half Australian.
How old are you?
I'm 31 years old.
Alright, the next question is, why you choose music as a teacher?
Well, I think it's funny actually, because I actually started off as an English, history and sociology teacher. But over the last few years, I've actually thoroughly enjoyed kind of going into this role as a music teacher, because it allows me to be creative at work. I get to play music. I'm always learning, and I just love sharing music with people. And so I'm very grateful to have that opportunity to be a music teacher.
Alright. Have you ever recorded any song?
I've never publicly released any of the music that I've recorded. Oh, no, actually I lied. Our band, my first band, we recorded and released music together, but as a solo musician, I haven't released any of my recordings. So if you would like to listen to some of those, maybe one day I'll share those with the world.
Alright. Ending. Do you love